Welcome to the fun and friendly paper crafting YouTubers hop the month of February. The theme is Love You to the Moon and Back, and it just so happens that I had this Bella Boulevard cutout that I got from my store, and it says Love You to the Moon. And since I live in a town in Houston, I live near Houston, and the NASA Space Center is close to Houston, and we've been there before. And this is actually, I had some photos. I actually have a lot of photos of us doing things that have to do with space, but it turns out we went to the Houston Museum of Natural Science, and we went there for an exhibit about Lego, but they had this like it wasn't life-size, very, very large moon there that you could stand under. It was glowing, it rotated, it was really cool. And so I took a lot of photos of my kiddo at that time. This was in January of 2020, and so I took a few photos of him. Now I realized that the photos I had already printed, that I've had these printed on freeprints.com a long time ago. Actually, that's how I figured out when I took the photos, because the date was on the back. And I just kind of went back from there, but these are too big. I wanted to use this cutout, and I wanted to use this paper because it has the constellations on it, but the photo I have is too big to put in the middle of the letters. So what I did was, luckily I have these because they're digital photos, and luckily the Bella cutouts come with this awesome template. Now this is just so that you can know, you can cut this out, and then you can use it as a trace out for your to cut out your photo. But what I did was, and I'm gonna actually do a longer class or video or something on this. Yes, I probably did it. I brought this, I scanned the cutout, I scanned this, sorry, not the cutout, I scanned the template into Canva. I scanned it in and saved it as a photo and brought it into Canva, and I used this part of the letter to create an overlay to make sure that my photos would be about the right size. Now I'm gonna have to say that one is good. They're pretty close. It might not be perfect. You know, I guess for my first try, it's not too bad. That one looks a little bit small. I didn't realize that maybe the letters were different sizes, but so it worked out pretty well. I'm pretty excited. I think I'm gonna just line these up and trace them and then cut them out. And then we will come back and get the page going. All right, so here's what I figured out. When you can pull these templates into Canva and use them as a general idea, but if you resize them in any way, it's probably gonna resize it and it'll probably be wrong. Also, on this particular template, the O's are not the same size. So the O in the in love is actually skinnier than the O in moon. So don't think that if you size your photos all the same way that, see the difference? That if you size your photos all the same way, it's actually going to work for all the letters. So pay attention to that. Just a point of note, I still think it's a good idea to pull them into Canva so that you can have a little bit, save a little bit, although I have printed them 3 or 4 times. So I don't know that I saved any ink or anything, but maybe a little bit of headache. So I'm going to just glue these down, and then we're gonna go from there. I think once I glue these photos on, I'm going to, oh, and I ended up actually, for 3 of them, I traced it and then cut it. And then on the last one, I was confident enough to just hold the template on top, and then I just cut around it. So I feel like the last one, it actually came out a little bit more oval than the other ones, but that's fine because all that's going to be hidden behind. And if it's not hidden behind there, I will just I will trim it down with my X-Acto knife. So I'm just gonna use some glue here. I'm a little nervous about using wet glue on my photos, but I just printed these on my computer. This is not very expensive photo paper. I think I got it at the Dollar Tree. So I'm just having it's kind of an experiment here. All right, so I'm gonna glue those down, and then we'll move on to the next thing. I think with the next, after I get these glued down, it'll be just embellishments. Okay, so now that I've got my photos glued to my background, or my cutout, I went to my stash and I pulled out some stickers and some words that I have from the Cocoa Vanilla collection called Legendary, and I just created kind of like a little cluster thingy to go kind of in this corner. And I have this other sticker that I want to use, and I'm going to put this off to the side so I can put the glue on here. So I'm going to put the glue, and I just used a piece of I forgot I even had this cutting mat that's 12 by 12 like this, and so I just used some temporary adhesive. It's temporary repositionable, so it's not completely temporary. Like, if you leave it there too long, it'll stick forever, I think. But it's from Scrapbook adhesives. Using a tape runner, and I just stuck that down so I can stick my photo down, or not my photo, my background. You want to see me glue all of this? You probably don't want to see me glue all this. Okay, I'll glue all this and then I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to stick down my little cluster here. And then, I don't know if I'm going to have room for this one, but put it over the top. And then I wanted to put this here. Pretty straightforward with that one. I'm just keeping this page very, very simple, you know, because I like the photos to show through, and I want them to be the highlight of the page, honestly. So Cocoa Vanilla is coming out with a new line, and it is all space theme, and it is going to be very cool. So I'm very excited about that. It's a little more boy, but not so baby. Not baby boy, which I love the idea of. So very excited about that collection. Not sure when it's coming. It's coming soon, sometime in February. Thanks for stopping by today. I really appreciate all my subscribers. Be sure to ring the notification bell to be notified the next time that I post a video. Give me a thumbs up if you like my video. Drop me a comment and say hi. I love chatting with people. And here's some other videos that you might like. Have a wonderful, creative day.